Welcome everybody to the Jokebudd show. I'm your host, Jokebudd, the one and only, and I am here with a man that controls the emotions and the feelings of you while you're on the dance floor. That's what we call a DJ, ladies and gentlemen. I got DJ Levels for me tonight. How you doing today, brother?
What's good, Joke? How you doing, man?
Man, I'm good, brother, man. I appreciate the time, the effort that you reached out to me, and I reached out to you coming on down here.
We got to. I was waiting. I was like, man, what'd you say? This is episode 12?
This
I
is
was like,
12.
damn, I should have been on at least 3. Episode 3 or something.
Man, I'm telling you, I don't think episode 3 I even had extra microphones yet, man. It's been a process here, man.
Good. It's a great process, though.
Yeah.
I mean, look at where it's starting.
Yeah.
You know, the future, sky's the limit, man.
Yeah, man. I appreciate that, bro, man. How has life been for you as of late being a DJ, though?
Oh, man, I can't complain. Everything's on the up and up, bro.
I see, man.
Everything's on the up and up, bro.
I see.
Finally cracked the matrix to, DJ Insane in D.C., you know what I mean? And it really came, through the pandemic, man. That was the best thing.
Right.
The best thing for me. People hated it, but I loved it.
Right.
Because DC was closed, so all those promotion guys, they had to come to VA, you know what I'm saying? Before they figured out their own VA spots to throw parties at.
Exactly.
You necessarily really had to come there to hear me. And they was like, hold on. Okay, so Slinking Lil J homie is really all right.
Really on it.
He's really good. You know what I'm saying? And that just propelled me to them to say, okay, yeah, let's give them a shot. And then that's all I ever needed was a chance.
No
you
doubt.
Know what I mean?
No doubt. That's what we all need, man. But you just took it and ran with it. Every time I see you on Instagram, man, there's something different. Like, man.
I know. I
been doing this thing, right?
People tell me I need to slow down all the time, but I can't, man. I can, but it's so addicting, man.
And it's funny.
So addicting.
It's funny because I need to get on the show in my mind. I was like, man, you too busy for me. Like, that's a funny thing I would think every time I see you.
That's what be driving me crazy. Like, and I feel like sometimes a lot of people don't reach out to me because they think I'm too big from an opportunity. Like, no, I'm here for opportunity. Don't listen. The camera right. Look, I am not too big for opportunity. Call me. Call me. I got some type of availability, man. Just call me. I'm never too big for opportunity, man.
Yeah, man. Well, what inspired you to become a DJ in the first place, man, from the beginnings of it?
Man, dog. Man, it's crazy, man, because you know how people just tell you, man, you should really do this.
Yeah.
Man, you should be a DJ. You should do this. You should
You're
like, man, I ain't doing that.
Exactly.
I'm here. I'm good. Man.
Right.
One point you think you're going to be an NFL star. One point you think you're going to the NBA. Nobody really preaches DJ, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Unless you got one in your family. But, dog, I just remember, or let me say this. You really don't know what your hobby is or your passion is until it's really thrown into your face.
Yeah, man.
And that was the biggest thing. Like, I remember vividly, like, my Aunt Celeste always playing music in the house. Like, always. I'm talking about in the big-ass speakers that you had to hook the wires up to, and I was just infatuated with the speakers.
Yeah.
Even earlier than that, I remember me and my little brother Fabe. Dog, I used to record. I used to be pressed to get blank tapes.
Yeah.
Put them Jones in the recorder, listen to the radio, and record. And that's like early stages of like mixtapes and stuff like that. And I was just always infatuated. Dub tapes. Just making them to where I go into a basketball game and not even realizing it now. I was listening to my own mixtapes of what I wanted to hear and what I wanted to do. You know what I mean? And from there, it goes to, I guess, LimeWire and stuff like that, downloading a whole bunch of music and recording a whole bunch of music.
Yeah.
Making CDs for parties.
Napster.
Like, that was the great. I would be on the computer for hours.
Dial up. Like, you was working with a dial up.
You get a brand new computer in the house. That don't last 1 week.
Burn it.
1 week. You know what I'm saying? But I was just always, nominated the person to make the music for the parties.
Yeah, man.
1 CD. That's it. And it will ride the whole time. Man. Like, it's crazy, yo.
Yeah.
But even then, I never thought to be a DJ.
Yeah.
And then, like how I really got kind of forced into it though. Me and Big Mike, you just had him on the last show, maybe 2 shows ago. Yeah. It was we were working together at a school and a guy was retiring, my man Bynum. I think his name was DJ Inferno at the time or whatever, but he was retiring. And he was like, man, Big Mike had told him about me and was like, yo, my man Fells, he'll be a good great DJ, man. We've been telling him for years. Everybody's been telling him.
Damn.
And he found me in the break room. It's like, I never talked to this dude a day in my life. Never.
Word.
Never. Like, nothing. He's coming and say, hey, man, you fails? Yeah. Man, I heard you be a good DJ, man. I'm going to bring this. I'm like, nah, man, you ain't got to do that. I don't want to be a DJ. He's like, hey, I'm bringing my stuff up here tomorrow for you. You take it home. I'm going to give you the laptop. I'm going to give you the turntables. And if you like it, just bring me $700.
Wow.
Dog, do you know how much a MacBook at that point in time really cost with
Forbidden.
Thousands of songs and turntables? Like, not just that, stands for speakers. He gave me all his wires, everything. I guess he kind of had a feeling I wasn't going to get that shit back. You know what I'm saying? So in my head, I was like, shit, I might as well just give him $700, take this MacBook, go get $1,000 from the pawn shop.
Flip it. Yeah,
you know
exactly.
What I'm saying?
Flip it.
So, bro, I took that shit home, man. I'm not lying to you. Probably got home about 4:30. Hook all that shit up, got to playing around with it. And I was like, man, let me get something to eat. You know, I ain't ate all day. I look at the clock. It was midnight.
Damn.
Midnight. I was like, damn.
Oh, you was gone in.
Yeah, I was like, this is it.
Oh,
I was like, this is it. I brought him $700 the next day. I was like, yeah, I got it from here.
Yeah.
I got it from here.
Wow.
And that's how it naturally just started from right there. Like, somebody forced me into something I've been seeing or has been in front of me my whole life. You know what I mean?
Damn.
So shout out to Big Mike, because
Levels
wouldn't be here if it really wasn't for him. You know what I mean?
And that's the crazy thing I said about Big Mike. This show would not have survived after episode 1 without Big Mike. Something to it. I told you the mayor. I told everybody he's the mayor.
For sure.
I told you. What's the hardest thing about being a DJ?
The hardest thing? The grind.
The grind. Starting from zero.
Yeah. The grind is the hardest thing because when you go to the club, people don't understand that DJ has been doing that shit for years.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He has mastered that.
Yeah.
So if I knew, like, when I was just promoting or just in the club and looking at them, everybody thinks they could just go and do that shit. You can't just go and do that shit. It's gigs that you have to accept that you really don't want to do.
Yeah.
It's equipment that you have to buy, certain wires that you have to get. It's just different things that you have to go through to really get to that point.
Right.
Like, how are people going to hear you? You can have the shit in the basement your whole life.
Yeah.
But if you don't go out and promote yourself and start at these little hole-in-the-wall spots and different things, nobody's going to hear you to be like, okay, let's give this person a chance. And that's pretty much what it is.
Wow.
It's just the grind of working hundreds of hours for a little bit of money.
Right.
Before you can do one gig for 2 hours for a lot of money.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? People see that and think that's just where you start.
Yeah.
Man, hell no, you don't start there.
Not at all.
This is where you start. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean,
This is where you start.
Yeah, it's levels to it, like you said. DJ levels, man.
Man, that's crazy. You know why I started the name DJ Levels?
How?
My bad. I've been waiting for somebody. Thank you for bringing me here. I've been waiting to come on here and talk to you.
We out here, baby.
We
out here in live and broken studios, baby.
Nah, but so my right hand man, Lou, man, he just got back from Germany in the army and shit. So salute to him.
Shout out.
He just got a new job locally.
Vets.
So he's asked me all the time, hey, Levels, in the group chat. Not Levels, I'm sorry, Nate at the time. Nate, what's your name gonna be? What's your name gonna be? I don't know, man. I'm thinking of all type of wild names. I'm like one of the only light-skinned niggas with freckles. I was like DJ Freck. Like, I was thinking some wild ass shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. So I went to the club one day, just to some DJs that I knew that I had, hired for jobs through promoting and stuff, just to listen and, try to get advice from. And I'm just sitting in the club. I'm like, man, I think I could do this shit. But, like, how do I get here now?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
that's right.
So I was like, damn, it's got to be somewhere to start. It's got to be somewhere to end. I was like, you know what? I'm going to skip a whole bunch of levels. I'm not going to start nowhere. I'm not going to end nowhere. I'm just going to be wherever I want to be.
Right.
And I was like, you know what? DJ Levels, because I'm going to skip a whole bunch of levels to this fucking game.
Oh, man.
And that's what it really means. Like,
oh, that's dope.
Yeah. That's where it came from.
That's dope. So a DJ starting out, should they focus on one particular genre or several genres? Like, she had a certain particular crowd, like our culture, so should you swing off through the white crowd, the international, no EDM? Like, how does it go? Like, how do you carve out your niche? Or
you play for your group.
Yeah.
What do you know?
Where did
you start? If you started in a white bar, you probably know a bunch of like different type of music. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
If you started in the hood spots, you know all the type of hood spots. You know what I mean? If you started like in an in between spot, you probably do all that.
Right.
But starting in necessarily place, you're gonna play all the music you like first.
Really?
And that's the biggest thing I had to get over. Like,
really,
I like this song. Why doesn't everybody else like this song?
Wow.
This song rocks. Why doesn't everybody else?
Exactly.
But you gotta you gotta really sit back and think, like, how many people really just invest into music of listening to it all the time? It's a lot of people.
Yeah.
But it's a lot more people that only listen to the radio than mixtapes and different things and shit that rock, unless you just in the club all the time.
Right.
And it's being forced on you. You know what I mean? So
that's unique. That's unique. I never thought of it like that. But like a lot of people, they listen to me just for celebration, not to let it understand it.
Not to understand it. They understand the top 40 hits, the shit that's on the radio. All that shit always works in the club. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's just, that's what makes you special, is when you throw that one thing in there that twists everything up. You know what I mean?
That's crazy. Talk to me about the politics, particularly of being a DJ and coming along and bringing people along and things like that. Is it, because I know in the podcasting business, it's, as far as the DMV go, like, you got to create your own way. It's hard,
Well,
ain't nobody coming to save you, and it's not too much brother sister thing.
Nobody's coming to save you.
Not at all. Nobody's looking out.
I can't really say that. I've been saved 101 times by a bunch of DJs, bro.
Word.
So I don't know if you necessarily need help and you got that respect. I feel like, or they feel like you're in it for the right reason.
Right. They'll look out. Like
recently. It's funny, like recently I had got robbed. Not recently, but I had got robbed at gunpoint one time in DC.
Word?
Yeah, it's some wild ass shit. But he probably think I got some type of money or something in my book, but I just got my laptop, dog. I'm a DJ, you know what I mean? So he took my laptop, lost all my music.
What?
Yes, lost all my music. So I'm like, how am I gonna get my music back? And I just had to reach out to other DJs that I knew, and everybody was like, "Man, bro, I got you." My man, Idea, Kaiser, Kaiser, Idea, Double Take, and DJ Schemes. DJ Schemes, they just built my library back up for me.
Word.
And it's like, and it's crazy. I'm super surprised DJ Schemes helped me, because he's like, you know what I'm saying? Like up there. So for somebody to ask for that, he was like, immediately, he was like, "What you need, bro?"
Word.
What you need?
That's dope.
And it was like, a funny story, he probably don't even remember. I remember I first started DJing, right? I think we was at that club, Babaloo. Was that the Joan and Tyson's or something?
Yeah, exactly.
Babaloo.
Yeah.
So this is like my first club, Joan. I finally getting my shot to open up, but I'm there early. I'm like, I know people coming late.
Yeah.
And Slink like, yo, this the DJ, ask him when he get there if you can rock a little bit later, since, it's your first time. And if he okay with it, it'd be cool. So I'm like, man, he got to be okay. I've never met him a day in my life. So he's like, he got to be okay with it. So I'm like, hey, man, it's my first time,
Right.
Can I rock a little bit longer? This, that, and third. Schemes told me, no. He said, they paid me to do a job, and I'm here to do it.
Right.
I was so mad, dog. I was furious, dog. I was like, but, it's just what it is. You know what I mean?
No
It's
doubt.
just what it is. But, man, every time you see me after that, it's always been love. It's never been nothing like, you know what I mean?
No doubt.
It's just
you can't
always
too
been
humbly. You can't.
And plus, I'm a new DJ. He doesn't know me, or
exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
He knows why he wants to, right?
Yeah, you know why I want to and stuff like that. But he doesn't necessarily, see the work. But I don't necessarily think it's politics in between DJs,
right?
But it's politics definitely between clubs.
Oh, okay.
Like it's certain DJs that you bring, you know what I mean?
Right.
Whether they're great or not, you just know they're bringing a crowd of people that's popping bottles.
Exactly.
So we gotta have them in here. You know what I mean? We gotta have them.
Yeah. So
this person might be better than that person, but
this
person right here,
you bring them out.
His people is coming out. You know what I'm saying? And I be trying to tell my boys all the time. I'm like, yo, if y'all come out and just pop off maybe once a month.
Yeah.
I know we ain't no, you know what I'm saying, niggas in the street or nothing like that, but if y'all do it once a month.
Yeah.
We can, the sky's the fucking limit. You know what I'm saying? So it's more so politics in that, you know what I mean,
versus
between DJs. But yeah, I mean, shout out to all the DJs, man, that helped me.
Shout out to all the DJs.
DJ Expo, man, when I first started, he used to send me links to help me get my software all together. Like he's big in Richmond area. Crush Groovy, big in the Richmond area. He helped me out crazy. Yo, crazy thing is, you really don't know who really fuck with you until they actually fuck with you. That's the crazy. That's the crazy part. Like, I went to Miami, right? And I know everybody's in Victory. You know, shout out to them boys that do that. But DJ Steve-O is based down there now, right?
Right.
So I'm like, yeah, okay. I've had conversations with him. We cool. You know what I'm saying? But do I know him to look out? You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
You know what I mean? That's different.
It's a difference.
Like, do I want to embarrass myself and be like, hey, it's me, DJ Levels? You know what I'm saying? Because that totem pole thing could play a mind trick on you. You know what I'm saying? But as soon as I called him, oh, you outside? Came, got me, brought me in that jump.
Word.
Dog, and like just show love, shots, drinks, whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And then the crazy thing is, he said, you're not going to leave here without touching these turntables. This is how I DJ'd in Miami.
Word.
He said, you're not going to leave here. I'm like, nah, I'm good, dog. I'm good. Steve-O just walked out the booth and pointed at the turntables. Damn. Song playing. I'm like, oh, shit, dog.
Oh, man.
So I just went up there. He let me DJ on that joint. I'm like, damn, that's good. That's good looking out.
Yeah.
Nigga called me the next day. Hey, man. Let's meet up for lunch, man. Let's go out to eat. You in town? Come on. I'm like, damn, this is like
that's
really
mad love.
It's crazy love. So it's not really like politics between DJs, but you just have to really gain your respect from everybody. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
In a natural way, in a natural occurring way. You know what I mean?
So how long you been DJing now?
Dog, you know what's crazy? I seen one of my first videos practicing. I used to post on Facebook.
I remember that.
It was 5 years ago.
What?
Only 5.
Only 5?
Only 5, bro. I've done VSU homecomings. I've been on the radio. I've been out the country DJing. Like it's crazy. Like in my first year, like I was like, damn, I'm really DJ Levels. I'm doing shit that people don't get an opportunity to do. You know what I mean? And I've had help along the way. You know, people putting me in position.
Yeah.
So that's great.
Damn. What's the craziest job or gig you worked so far?
The craziest job or gig?
This man like, man. This is what a DJ has to do to get on. Like,
man, look, it used to be a bar. It used to be a bar. It used to be a bar in Springfield, man, called Lucky's, right?
I was just about to say.
So it's all type of people in that joint. Like,
it depends on the weather, right?
And when I first started, you know, it's a lot of, you know, white people in that jump. So I don't even know what to play. I'm like, man, I don't think these motherfuckers ready for the shit I want to play.
Exactly.
So I'm looking up all type of different, like Taylor Swift and all the little stuff they want to play. So white dude come up to me. He was like, hey, man, I get it, but come on. I was like, oh, shit, all right.
Oh, yeah.
But that was crazy. But I used to get some wild-ass requests from that jump. Like, somebody asked me to play Elvis Presley one time.
Word.
I said, lady, if I had Elvis Presley, I wouldn't even play it.
Right.
I was like, I'm not playing no Elvis Presley.
Elvis Presley.
Yeah, I'm like, that's too crazy, yo. That's too crazy.
Wow. That's crazy, man. Like, the things that, man, like, you know, these are the moments that make us. You know, these are moments that you're not going.
It's real humbling.
Humbling experiences.
Definitely. I mean, you got to go through it to love where you're at now. You know what I mean?
And I tell people that, man.
And people see that type of work. You know what I mean? Like you said, you used to see me at parties, and I'm the one usually designated to play the music.
Exactly.
To where it's come. Like, my homeboy came through my crib the other day. He was like, man, I remember when you said you was going to start DJing. I was like, for real? He's like, man, you started at the little spot hideout. He said, now you in D.C. He said, man, that's the craziest thing I've ever watched in my life. Somebody saying they going to do something and then they're actually doing it.
Yeah,
he said, that's the craziest thing I've ever seen in my life,
It's a beautiful thing.
It is, yo.
It definitely is, dog. How much money could you be involved in having to spend when you're starting to be a DJ, like a startup? Just a person who doesn't have no lookouts, but how much does it particularly cost to be starting to be a DJ?
It all depends on what you're trying to do, man. If you're just trying to be in the house or you're trying to be in the club, I mean, everything's not that expensive for real. They got websites and where you can buy stuff and you pay monthly. So you get the top-notch equipment and you just pay monthly, or a little quick like $130. Yeah. But if you working a couple days a week, that ain't shit.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? You send that straight to them. That's easy work. You know what I mean? So it's really not that expensive. Now, ain't no way around that MacBook though.
The Mac
or that laptop.
Tell me about it, y'all.
Ain't no way around that.
Ain't no way around it.
Ain't no way around
the
that,
MacBook,
you know what I mean?
man.
But everything else is definitely obtainable.
Yeah, no doubt. How is the balance between work, DJ, and family life?
Man,
especially when you haven't given up the occupation like to be a full-time DJ and like,
bro, man,
the division. How was that?
It's hard, dog.
Whew.
But yeah. I'm just, I don't know. I'm just a machine, man. It's just the way I was raised. Like, I can't stop working. Like, I have to go. I have to go and get it. Like,
no doubt.
It's just, I remember my grandfather told me, man. He said, as long as you go to work every day, can't nobody tell you nothing.
There you go.
And that shit just stuck with me. You know what I mean? And
straight up.
And I was raised, my pops in a construction family, so construction work.
Yeah.
Don't matter how you feeling or if you want to go or not.
Man.
You going every single day and it's straight work. You know what I mean?
Man.
So
no way around that.
There's no way around it. So I have to balance everything out for things that I want. And things that my kids need. You know what I mean? And
straight up.
Everything else in work. You know what I mean? So you hang out with the boys, you gotta get up with the men, ain't it?
Straight up. I like that one. I never heard that one. I never heard that one, but you got me on that one. I like that one.
With the boys all night, you gotta get up with the men.
Straight up, man. That's real, man. What's the best experience you had so far at being a DJ? What I mean by that is like one of those, man, I'm really doing this. Like, what was the aha moment? You had to have an aha moment in 5 years.
Man, you know what my goal was when I first started, like, DJing? Like, I was like just a customer at Babylon, and I just used to be like, I loved being up there, and I was like, man, if I could get in there, I did it.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? I did it. Like, I really wasn't thinking about DC or anything about that. Like, I was I was just like, I'm a home team, man. Like,
no
you
doubt.
know what I mean?
Straight up.
I'd rather be a king in my own kingdom versus everything else. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's just like, if I can do that, and once I actually got there, man, I was like, damn, I really can do anything. Like, I really can do anything.
Man, and you there?
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Multiple nights.
That's crazy.
Multiple nights.
I remember, like, man, helping you like on certain gigs, like odd gigs, like to put your stuff in the stereo. I just pull up and you be there. Like, oh, I didn't know you was here. Like, all right, like, Joe, help me put my stuff in the car.
I'm talking about.
I gotta hurry up and get to another job.
And that's the work people don't see too. Putting up them stands and them heavy ass speakers, man. It's like a lot. You know what I mean? It's a lot, bro.
And you was putting all that stuff in the car. You didn't have like no big truck. Like, you was keeping it clean.
When it's a will, it's a way.
I just realized that. Like, yo, hurry up, dog. I gotta go to the other gig, man. I gotta get up out of here.
I gotta go.
Oh, man.
Gotta go.
It's amazing your grind.
Man,
like,
the grind.
To see how it's really elevated.
And that's the thing. When people look at DJs, they just see where they are, man.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, if you want to get in the game and you new in the game, don't ask a DJ how you do what they do. Like, how you start, man. What's going on? Like, and one of the most humblest. Wow. Well, yeah. It was like, it's just crazy. Like, my man, DJ Smoy, right? I was in Lucky's. He just came up to me. He was like, yo, I'm really trying to do this. Like, I want to DJ. I was like, you love music? He was like, yeah, man, that's all I care about.
Right.
I was like, man, get your turntables and your laptop and meet me up here. Like, 3 weeks later, he called me. He's like, hey, I'm going to meet you there. I got everything.
Word.
And I gave him all my music and everything. Now this dude is probably one of the top-notch DJs in Woodbridge. Like, he has that shit on Smash.
Word.
Like, for real, doing shit in DC, everything. Like, I'm super proud of him because he just listened to the steps that I gave him along the way, advice, everything. You know what I mean? And he just taking it his own way. You know what I mean? And he's doing his thing for sure.
So he just was happened to be at Lucky's one night or something?
Yeah, just some random shit. Like, and just was like, yo,
what?
For real. But you know what makes me crazy? Because I did that to somebody before.
Really?
And it was like this dude named Ito Thomas. He was like, I don't know, man. I call him like the ghost or something because he comes around and then you don't see him for years and then he comes back around. But I called him in Babylon one day at a happy hour or something, and I was like, "Yo, I'm learning how to DJ. Like, I'm just want to watch you and just see what you're doing."
Right.
And he was like, "Yo, that was probably the most humblest thing I've ever heard in my life."
Wow.
He was like, "Here's my number. I will show you everything."
What?
Everything. But I would only see him like, you know what I'm saying? Like random ass times. So before Lush Thursdays kicked off, I was in Babylon. We started some Thursdays before. It was some wild, weird shit. But he would be in there sometimes and I would just be starting up and he'd be like, "No, you gotta do it like this." So when I did see him, he would show me, you know what I'm saying? But that was the biggest thing though. Like when I first started, DJs I used to give jobs for promotion, they would like not try to help me.
Really?
Like, "Yo, I just got my DJ equipment. Where you get music from?" "I don't know. You got to find it." I'm like, "What?" Like, bro, like, what? You got all the music. And that just pushed me more. Like, I could never be like that.
Right.
Like, I'm going to help anybody that
tries to get on.
Yeah, tries. Like, you know what I mean? Like, if you really love it and you in it for the right reasons, I will help you.
Wow.
Music, if you need advice on where to get things from, if you need gigs,
right,
I got stuff all the time, you know what I mean? Right. So I just really try to push myself to not be stingy as the fact of taking opportunity from anybody, right. You know what I mean?
No doubt. How you feel about people and thinking that it's so easy and they jump into this game and expecting things that are not what they see? Because I see it's a lot of people who think, "Oh, I can do that," because like being a rapper, being a DJ, that's Instagram friendly right now. Everybody feel like I can do that. You know, you get the itch to say you can.
It's not easy. Anything you get into that you've never tapped in before, man, it's hard.
It is.
It's hard.
It is.
I'm pretty sure your first podcast, you thought you was just gonna get up here and talk, won't it?
Yep. And I wanted to quit. Shout out to Big Mike. I already know. I tell everybody all the time, I was going to quit after episode 1. If it wasn't for my sister and Big Mike, it wouldn't be none of this.
But, bro, it's like I legit taught myself, like, nobody really sat down with me and was like, "This is what this means." I still can't even tell you what all the stuff on the board means. I just know what it do.
And that's the crazy thing about me right now.
I just know what it do.
Yep, I know enough to make it work.
Yep. I just know what it does. You know what I mean? So if you got somebody that can help you and be like, "All right, this is what this is. This is what that is," it will cut your time down in half.
Easily.
It will cut your time down in half. You know what I mean? So it's different when you have somebody to help you and when you don't have nobody to help you.
Right. Who's your dream artist to perform or a show with or to open up a set for? Like, who would be like that one artist that, like, man?
Boosie.
Boosie. Oh, I knew you were gonna say that, man.
You know that's my favorite rapper.
I met you when you was doing the whole Boosie and Webley medley. That's how I met you down there in Virginia State. You had the whole show rocking.
Straight Boosie and Webley.
Hey,
I'm talking about the real Boosie and Webley. Like Pastor Boosie. You know what I mean?
That's crazy.
I would definitely do that. But we had Pastor Troy at Babylon, and that was huge for me too, because
that's legendary.
Like a lot of my rap was 3-6 Mafia in high school, Pastor Troy, T.I., you know what I'm saying?
Oh man,
oh my gosh, that shit was going crazy.
How was that night when he came through, man?
What?
Was he
I don't care how it was for anybody else.
Right.
For me, I'm like I'm a legit fan.
Yeah,
like you know, and I'm actually DJing for Pastor Troy. Like, come on, bro. Come on, bro. Like
people chat.
Whether where he is in his career or not, like that's one of my.
And that's the unique thing about how we treat the culture and others treat their cultures. Like, man, that's supposed to be like one of our ones. And I was like,
look, man, I was arguing with my boy Ovio the other day. Not even the other day, a while ago. Is Pastor Troy a legend in the rap game?
Yes. Yes.
He tried to tell me no. He tried to tell me no.
Nobody had the heart to jump at No Limit like they did
on
wax.
What he say? Hold on, he ain't picking up the phone. Like, come on.
He said, if y'all release some soldiers, let's go to war.
Let's go to war.
Oh, my God. Like, who is this guy? And he didn't show his face. He just had the little praying hand posters everywhere.
He told me Pastor Troy isn't a legend in the rap game, bro.
Oh, that's hurtful. Oh, wow. The whole down South Georgia boy thing was a mean thing. Like that.
He said Lloyd Banks was more of a legend.
Lloyd Banks? Lloyd Banks got ushered in. Nah. That vice versa. What's the Face Off album? Lord, man.
It's like shit they didn't listen to. Like you probably just started listening to
Pastor Troy took the unconventional route, I shall say, to fame, but it paid off. It definitely paid off, man. We didn't understand it because at that time we didn't like people who was like hating or had something to say against somebody.
Right.
But he took it and spent it in a certain way that we was rocking with it.
On top, I played football though, so that's all
that
that's
we
getting
ready,
played.
Man.
He got football music for generations right now. Are you serious? Come on.
I mean, he just flipped it in so many different ways. He like Pastor Troy, and then he found like his dad was really a pastor. He's talking all this crazy stuff.
Yeah, I seen that interview.
It was controversial back then.
It was crazy.
Oh man, it was just
and like this how he got his music out there, like with no internet, no nothing. He was like, I didn't know he went to college and all that. He said I was just giving it to the people from New York, giving it to the people from Cali, and that's how that shit spread.
And that's the thing about Pastor Troy, man. It was just some underground phenomenon, man. He just wanted to get down with it, man. It was just like, man, I rock with cuz.
Legit underground.
Yeah. I heard a story about him doing like Summer Jam, and he was doing Summer Jam when the whole We Ready came out, and Master P and No Limit was on the top ticket for Atlanta, and Master P bucked and said, I'm not doing it.
Just because Troy was there.
Troy was on the ticket, and then Troy got kicked off the ticket, so No Limit came. But shout out to Goody Mob and them. Goody Mob brought Pastor Troy do it. They said the whole place went wild.
We gotta keep it going.
Yeah, because he said a crazy story about how like after he did the Let's Go to War thing, he said C Murder came to Atlanta.
Came to see about him.
Yeah, to see about him. When they got to the joke, they said they had guns and everything. He said the one time I went to one club and I put all my guns in the car, they let C Murder in the joint. And they had to dip out to the back door. But it's a unique, I don't know who the podcast was, but you gotta look it up, man.
Man, that's hilarious.
Hey man, but Pastor Troy, that'll be dope. That's dope, man. And Boosie, who else would you say besides Boosie and Webbie?
Man,
something outside the norm. It don't have to be a rapper.
Outside the norm?
Yeah, there gotta be some type of music you listen to. Like, dang, I can open her set. Even if I'm not on the stage, I can do her set in the back. I can put
just the background.
Yeah, I can do this. I can pull the strings for everything.
For real, just be like anybody for real. Like, you know what I mean? It just, like I said, it's always opportunity.
Right.
Like if Rosie O'Donnell performing a concert, I'm gonna go and play the music.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's true though.
I would do it for it's like just opportunity. You know what I mean? But ideally, it would be like Boosie, because I would love to be in that setting, in that hole in the wall joint, and we just going crazy. Like,
you already know, man.
Banger after banger after banger.
Bang after banger.
And he posted some shit like, I need a DJ that know all my words and all that shit. Tell him we're gonna have an audition for him. He's like, tell him fly to Atlanta right now. I was like, fuck, I can't fly to Atlanta right now.
Yeah.
But if I could beat it. But people were tagging me and shit like, yo.
Oh, that's dope, dog. That's how I met you. I met you. You was playing Boosie and Webbie. Had everybody getting turned up. That's the crazy thing about that, man. That is crazy. What's a long time goal for you being a DJ?
I don't know.
You gotta have something. Or it could be
lately
midterm.
I've been thinking about the end game, bro.
It's too early for the end game.
No, I mean, like, I can't do it forever.
Yeah, you can.
No.
You're
weddings
and
like, yeah, but it's getting difficult now. My kid's getting older.
Yeah.
Daddy work. You know what I'm saying? And I just want to get to a spot where when I'm coming out to do it, it's really for a great reason. You know what I mean?
Like Gucci said, every time I swing my door.
Yeah, it has to be. I want to get to that point of where it's like, all right, if he's there, I gotta be getting some type of shit to be worth missing time from my kids and different things. But
no doubt.
Right now, I'm just on the grind. I mean, Dreas in Las Vegas, that's one dream of mine. Yeah. Like, if I could do that shit, I might retire right after that motherfucker, because it would be like the end type of shit. That's like the best club in the world to me, yo.
Yeah, definitely. Who's your favorite DJ? Or the DJ you look up to the most? Like, it gotta be one. Everybody got that one. Everybody got that Jordan. They got that Kobe.
It really wasn't like before I started DJing.
Not even before you even started, but who, as you put it together, you started looking.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, before I started DJing, I really didn't pay attention to DJs. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, it was just like music being played.
Exactly.
But once I started to throw myself into the history and stuff like that, I came across the DJ AM documentary. And he was the one I wanted to say he was dating Paris Hilton, maybe. I don't want to lie. So. It's one of them MTV type of things. Yeah. And he was real big in MTV, and just to see where he came from and his growth of just starting it and doing it, and how it built him up to be somebody. You know what I mean? It was like he found his calling to it, and I was just really got a lot from his documentary.
Right.
Minus, I mean, besides the point that he passed away and everything, but he was just really ahead of his time. I think he was the first DJ in Vegas with a residency.
Yeah.
And that was crazy, like millions. Like you go from your homeboys playing for your homeboys to dating Paris Hilton. Don't quote me or not on that. To having a residency in Vegas.
Whew.
You know what I mean? Like that's crazy. Like me and my homeboy, I was walking through the airport one day. We're just going, I don't know where the hell we going, but I'm like, dog, imagine if we walking through here because I got a gig to go be at.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, I want to be able to do that. I want to be
able
to.
Way.
Yeah, like I want to be able to go. Way. Like I'm getting booked in California. Let me just go rock right quick.
Yep.
We take a 2-3 quick 2-day trip. You know what I'm saying? Go
That's
rock
the goal.
and just come.
That's the goal, dog.
Like I want to do that, man.
That's the goal, man. So, what would be your favorite place to DJ so far in the DMV? Like your favorite place, that one place that makes you feel like, I like it.
I know I keep bringing up Babylon, but I'm just comfortable there.
I like that.
I'm just comfortable there. Like I know the crowd.
It's like
I know everything. Yeah, it's just once I get in that booth, that's my throne.
That's it.
You know what I mean? I'm good. I'm comfortable. I know I'm gonna have my hookah. I'm gonna have my drink.
Right.
I'm gonna have my niggas in there. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's gonna be what it's gonna be. You know what I mean?
Right.
And I just like that dynamic of being comfortable. You know what I mean? But I love being uncomfortable too. Like DJing at Saint on Saturdays. Like I've never DJ'd in DC for real before. You know what I mean? So it's like, what do these people that come in here early want to hear? What do they want to listen to? So you got to really figure that out.
Yeah.
In the grand scheme of things versus in Babylon, I could go in there and what time is it? Boom, 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 boom. Oh, what time? Boom, 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 boom. You know what I'm saying? Versus not trying to step on anybody's toes that's closing tonight. You know what I mean? And that's a big thing because I've been closing for so long now. It's like now I'm trying to start to learn how to open again. I got to reset of what do people want to hear before the main DJ come in, or what's acceptable for the club people that's in there. You know what I mean?
So how is that type of setting when you open up a spot, opposed to closing? Like
I feel like it's an unwritten rule. It's an unwritten rule of like you know what not to play.
Really?
What would you say is the hottest song right now?
The hottest song? I don't listen to the radio that much.
Way Too Sexy?
Yeah, that'll be up there.
Okay, Way Too Sexy. If that's the number one joint right now.
You can't play that.
Why would you? You can. But is it really necessarily going to help the party when people are really in there and getting drunk and doing different things?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You taking the steam away from the person that want to come
grand finale.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? If that DJ is coming in there to close the show, I'm not going to sit there and just go super hard. You know what I mean? To where he don't have nothing to play. And the people are like, we heard this already. You know what I'm saying? It takes the steam away from the shit. You know what I'm saying?
So there's a brotherhood around this situation.
With some people. Like I said, it's an unwritten rule. No, I can't lie. If you go somewhere and you ain't never been there before.
Yeah, these people don't know you.
They don't know you. And you really got to show them some shit.
You got to question.
You might have to. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I've done it before. I'm pretty sure everybody's done it before. You know what I'm saying? But that's when that closing DJ will come in there and show your ass something totally different.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
They always, the chamber.
People that's been doing it for years, it don't matter what you play. Like, I've had DJs tell me, go ahead. Go ahead. And I play it. And I'll be like, all right. And he gets on and he turns the party upside down.
What?
And then he'll revisit that shit later.
Yeah.
Because it's like,
I know what to do.
I've rode this bike before. You know what I'm saying? I know how this motherfucker, you know what I'm saying, rolls. You know what I mean? It's not a race. It's hard. Like, it's really science to that shit.
It gotta be, because you're controlling everybody's emotions and feelings and thoughts. And it's like,
and that's hard.
And it's timing. Like, timing is everything with that DJ thing.
All that type of shit. You know what I mean?
Man, I couldn't imagine.
It's a lot to it, bro. Like I said, you can't just really just get in there and play it, because you're gonna play what you think is hot.
Yeah.
Everybody might not know that shit. You know what I'm saying?
You gotta take your bias.
And then you're gonna watch other DJs and you're gonna pick up on what you think is okay for you, but you won't be able to
execute it
like they do.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like you really just got to find your own niche into the whole thing.
Right. So when you starting out as a DJ, how much money can you expect to make? How long does it take before the bread comes? Because people want to know. We're in an economy that's struggling right now. Like, how long does it take for you to make some decent money?
How long have you been DJing?
How long does it take to make some decent money? Like, where we gotta find out what's decent money? Like,
I don't know.
I already put a couple thousand into it. I'm starting to do a couple shows. Can somebody help me out? Throw me a bone.
I can't necessarily say because everybody has their own type of price.
Their own barter system.
Yeah, I mean, on average, I mean, maybe, I don't know. So I think I was told maybe like $50 an hour. Maybe I was told that when I first started. You should start at $50 an hour. Like, right. You know what I'm saying? But this is knowledge that I don't know, and I'm just getting from there. You should start at $50 an hour. But once you start to tell people that, you will work over your hours.
Right.
And now you're tired, and the work is becoming more than the money that you're making.
Exactly.
And that's the thing. So it's like, set your own price, man, and stick to it. And that's just what it's going to be. You know what I mean? If you got a price for 4 hours, let that be the price. You know, and the people are going to pay what they weigh anyway. You know what I mean? If they want $150 DJ, let them get $150 DJ. You know what I mean?
When you heard a price of somebody who's like in the game, it's ever like open job, like goodness, like I can. This is the level I need to get.
Hell yeah! When I somehow find out what like people have made like in a night, I'm like, what?
Right.
Like what?
Like this is
Wait a minute. Like, he's got 5 shows today.
What?
You know what I'm saying? He's got 2 day parties.
What?
Like, it's crazy. Like, hell yeah, man. Like, it's definitely out there. But like I said, it's how you brand yourself.
Yeah.
Your support is Your support is the biggest thing. Right. You know what I mean? If you can bring people in the building, that's another way you can say, like, all right, I'll just go over here, and everybody that pops bottles is going to be over there. Exactly. Or everybody that's going to come and be at your bar is going to be over there.
Right.
Oh, when I DJ is, you know what I'm saying? Not necessarily me, but when I DJ, like, everything is a part of you. Pretty women are going to be in there. You know what I'm saying? I think every DJ probably has their own characteristics of who they are and what they bring.
And what they bring to the table.
You know what I mean? So people try to base their parties off of that. If it fits in, if you cool with the promoters or the promoter group, or you fit in perfectly with them, you know what I'm saying? It's cool. Like, it's straight.
Give me some jewels for the upcoming DJ. Tell them something that they need to know going into the game.
Practice every day. Practice every day, man. Like, it's easy to get lazy.
Yeah.
It's easy to get lazy and comfortable. Like, once you get to a certain point, you don't necessarily feel the need to practice, or you don't feel the need to do too much. You know what I mean?
Right.
And just remain humble. Like, I know when you first start, you feel like you're the best. I felt like I was the best motherfucker. When you're playing for yourself in your basement or your crib, you rocking.
What
to you? You know what I'm saying? When you don't have
made
that,
yourself, you done made it.
When you don't have that other ear to listen, like, you know what I mean? Man. It's not
and take
like,
that criticism, man. That constructive criticism.
And just do whatever you have to do. If it's really what you want, you're gonna have to make sacrifices.
You are, man.
You're gonna have to miss times. Like that might have been one of the hardest things for me. Is like, that Lucky's thing was like every Saturday.
Right.
But Saturday is when my boys get up, we hanging, we chilling. I'm missing out on shit, you know what I'm saying? But I just stayed focused on, this is what I want to do.
Exactly.
Like, if my boys out drinking, y'all come drink here. Like, I'm here. Like, you know what I mean? You want it. But everybody ain't really trying to go out and spend money all the time, and I understand that, and I had to be okay with that.
Exactly.
And myself versus being mad at, why you ain't coming here? You know what I mean? So
that's true.
I get that, and understand it, but just stay consistent and don't be scared to make sacrifices, because you're going to have to make them.
You're going to have to. Anything you jump out there and do that you don't know what you're doing,
you're going to have to, and you don't know. Like, you know what I mean? You don't know who's going to be in there.
You don't know nothing, man.
You don't know if opportunity, like, doing shit I didn't want to do, I got the most opportunity from.
What? That's crazy.
I can't lie about that, man. It's been shit I didn't want to do, and people were like, yo, you're good. Like, what's your number? You have a card? Do you have this? And it comes through, yo.
So you done did weddings,
cookouts,
kickbacks,
radio. I've done shit. Not like I was a consistent spot on the radio.
Exactly,
DJ Reds was fucking with me because he was at Hideout when I was up there, and he hit me up and was like, "You want to do the guest DJ spot?" I was like, "Hell yeah!" But that was kind of weird though because my homeboy Gaines Bond, man, DJ Gaines Bond, I was straight the whole time, bro. Like the whole day, I'm at work. I'm like, damn, I'm gonna be on the radio today.
Yeah, man. That's an aha moment,
I'm
bro.
hyped.
Yeah.
So he come scoop me and she be like, bro, I'm gonna ride with you. I'm gonna take you up there, everything, right? So I'm sitting in the car. I'm like, we on the bridge on traffic. I said, dog, everybody's in traffic is listening to the radio right now.
Right.
I got nervous as shit, dog. Wow. Like super nervous. I'm like,
you felt it come over you.
Yeah, it was like, yo, this is fucking insane. Like, this is crazy.
Like, this is my moment.
This is out of control. Not even like my moment. I'm like scared. Like,
wow.
Cause I was like, what the fuck? I'm getting like, am I getting ahead of myself? Like your mind starting to fuck with you. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, and then I get up in there and shit. So, you know, I'm getting in there. I'm going to play some, like, I just want to hit everything. Like 90s R&B, party music, trap shit, some reggae. So I start practicing. When I get in that motherfucker, they tap on the window. Rez was like, hey, you about to play that? I was like, yeah. He was like, don't play that shit. He was like, the last DJ you came in here started to play like early 90s and shit. He was like, yeah, I think people getting ready for the club right now, so they won't turn up. But mind you, I've been practicing this shit for weeks.
Wow.
I've made sure that all the music is clean and everything. So I had to freestyle that whole shit on the radio.
Word. So
I just had to go and find clean music and freestyle that whole fucking shit, bro.
You had the set already ready.
I had the set already ready in the playlist. Everything. Man. Boom, 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 boom. I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna go here, do that. That shit was off the fucking top.
And that's
bro.
like, that speaks to like the greatness of like a DJ that has to on the fly readjust to certain things.
It was crazy.
I know you're like, whoa, like, you know that. Like,
it was like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
Y'all got Wi-Fi in here? Let me grab some.
Yeah, y'all messing with me?
We don't got that. We don't got, like, bro.
They didn't have Wi-Fi?
Dog, I prayed that I had enough clean music. Early DJ starting, grab the clean version too. Had that shit. Because you never know where you're just in, you know what I'm saying, in a space where.
And they didn't even have Wi-Fi in there?
Maybe, or maybe they just wasn't trying to give it to you. Some spots have it, and they don't necessarily want to give it to you. Yeah, you know what I mean? Maybe that might have been, whatever the case may be, they told me no.
Right.
So I was like, fuck. Okay. Here we go. You know what I'm saying? That red light came on. I just said, fuck it. Like,
what?
And it's not.
I remember listening to that.
That shit is crazy, though. Like, when hearing the radio and then being inside the studio and those voices you can never put a face to are on the radio and you looking at them do that shit, you be like, oh, that's that nigga? Yeah, like, you know what
exactly, man.
It's crazy. Like another panic moment I had, though.
Tell me about it.
I was in Winston-Salem, right? I had to do this big-ass festival. I'm not talking about hundreds of people. I'm talking about thousands of people.
Word.
Thousands of people. Like, it's Winston-Salem Day or something like that. Word. Like, it's just where they bring all the food trucks, fireworks, the whole kit and caboodle. Because an hour, maybe 2 hours before the show, my computer, my hard drive just dropped.
What?
Screen went black.
What?
Screen went black.
Oh, my goodness.
Bro. I get on the internet. I'm like, fast computer repair or something. Where can I go buy a computer? Whatever the case may be. Bro, I found some shit, and this white boy, I forget his name, but I am forever in debt for him. Really? He came and tried to fix my computer. He couldn't really do it. He was like, look, man, this is what I can do. I'm going to take your hard drive out. I'm going to plug it up to my computer, right? And everything comes up on your computer. It's going to look just the same. It's going to mirror the whole thing.
What?
I've never met him a day in my life.
How did you end up meeting with him?
Off the internet. I just called the phone, and he was like, yeah, we can meet. Like, it was like some type of mobile.
Oh, wow.
They had some type of mobile shit. But he didn't have to do that. If he couldn't have fixed it.
Yep. Bye. I'm on my way.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You know, we tried. Yeah. Good luck. You know what I mean? But for some reason, he gave me his laptop, took his hard drive out, and put mine in. And made that shit fucking work just like my fucking computer, bro.
Wow.
I was like, yo, this is the craziest shit ever. He was like, man, He was like, man, can you just give me like your driver's license or something? I said, bro, you can have whatever the hell you want.
Exactly.
Like, you know what I'm saying? You can have my whole
So he's
wallet.
seen the whole ambiance going around you. Like,
yeah, I met him at a restaurant. He was like, pull up to this restaurant.
Oh,
and he tried to fix it at the restaurant or some shit before I went to the jump. Dog, he is forever in debt. I forget his name, but whenever I'm in Winston-Salem and doing a gig, bro, you can come and
and live it up.
You're good with me, dog. When I say I was scared, the person that hired me, I called him and was like, yo.
It just went blank on you like that.
Sick.
Wow.
And that's stuff you really can't prepare for with that technology. Is wild as a DJ. Like,
yeah.
It would work right before he did it. I've had shit crash before a wedding. I had to do a wedding off an iPhone before.
Word.
My first wedding I ever did.
What?
And I was just with the groom going over the music on my computer and shit like that.
Oh my God.
Crashed.
And it crashed?
It crashed. At the wedding on the most special day ever.
Oh my goodness. Oh,
dog, I'm talking about playing shit off the iPhone, bro.
And you still got it done.
They said they didn't notice. They said the bride and the groom knew because I had to tell them. But they said nobody else ever knew.
It just crashed on you.
Crashed, bro. And you can't even, you don't have no backup.
Like, is that like your worst damn it moment as a DJ? Like what's like the dark? I don't know. We talking about a lot of highs and middles, but what's like your lowest low point of DJ? Like, man, where you felt like man, because when you start out on these things, like myself and podcasting, it's just like you have some dark moments. Like, what was like your darkest moment where you feel like, man, maybe I should just, we don't get to the point of quitting, but you get to the point like, I need to chill for a minute. But something made you go another way and say, man, I'm gonna keep on rocking. It's things like that.
A lot of times, spots can deter you from wanting to do your certain things because nothing's really guaranteed in this business unless you got a contract. But I don't necessarily know if people do contracts when it comes to DJing. You just you a man, I'm a man. I agree. Let's do. You know what I'm saying? And we'll have a conversation if things need to go elsewhere.
Right.
But I've reached a point where people are like, I showed up to gigs and they like, you're not working today?
What?
They say you're not here no more. I'm like, what? And to a point where when you're depending on that little bit of money that you're making when you're first starting out or whatever the case may be, and that kind of makes you like,
really? Like, it's that cutthroat?
It can be.
Whew.
It can be. I mean, when it's business is business.
It is, man. But goodness, like,
yeah, it's good. But
you show up and you don't even know.
But that's one thing I learned. You got to prepare for all that.
Audible.
You got to prepare for all
everything.
that. You know what I mean? Don't sit there and count your money for the week because it might not happen.
Exactly.
It might not happen. You know what I mean? And we're talking on a small scale of DJing. You know what I mean? Versus where you're starting up and maybe you're doing 4 hours for $150. That $150 means something to you.
Yes, it does.
You know what I mean? You have plans for that $150.
Straight up, it's already spent.
You know what I mean? Maybe it's your only gig and you know that you're getting that $150.
Yeah.
And it's just like that type of shit makes it like, damn, like, and I ain't doing shit else. You know what I mean?
Right. So what makes like people latch on with like certain rappers and go that route? Is it more guaranteed or is like the lifestyle?
What you mean?
Like certain like DJs, they'll do like the club thing, but then they latch on to rappers and they're like, I'm his personal DJ. I'm gonna rock with him, and then when he's not there, I'll know based off him I can snatch a rat and shit. Is it like a business deal or is it like a brotherhood, friendship things? Because I see it's just unique.
I don't know.
Like, what if a rapper like?
I wouldn't accept.
Hey, all right, now we're getting.
I wouldn't accept anybody else's. Just because
personal DJ.
you know our brotherhood of Sugar Free and everything and Black Cobain.
Right.
I don't think I would necessarily accept any type of I want you
any
to be
local
my
rapper.
Nah, I would never do that.
Right.
I would never do that just because.
Out of respect.
Now that's who I'm rocking with.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
but even if like, let's say Jet Life, you know what I'm saying? Like, you could rock with them, so now it's all love. Like,
that's what I'm saying though. But I would have been before Jet Life.
Right.
Like, I would like to consider myself Black's DJ if he ever needed one. You know what I mean? Me and him never had like an official. We talk all the time in group chats and all that shit. But we never had like a
Black
official.
Black want to come back on. So I'm gonna bring like an all-star cast here.
You got to. You got to.
It's gonna be crazy.
But we never had like an official, you know what I'm saying, conversation or that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? That would be vicious.
That'd be tight. Maybe we do like some kind of like tour type thing.
Got to.
Pulling up on people.
Got to.
Have a DJ, a podcast, an event. Like, wouldn't that be like a makeshift event? Like, where do you dudes come from?
People doing so much shit now.
I know, like, you just got to jump out there these days. That's
all it is. And you never know how it would, take off and branch off. It's like, that's what I'm saying. I would never switch up. Like, I'm cool with my bros that I make money with and we do business ventures with. I'm cool with all that type of shit. You know what I mean? It's like, it's okay to step out the box a little bit and try to get a little extra bag there and there. But when we talking about consistency, I'm with my bros, man.
But that's unique though. Because I just see it a lot. And it's like,
You know what's crazy? Like, we had a couple of people had a conversation the other day. Like, I've had friends that I've had since 3rd grade. Do you think it's weird? Like, do you have friends that you talk to still from 3rd grade? Like, some people are like...
All of them. All the crew.
Yeah,
like,
you know what I'm saying? But people act like that's weird. Like, I don't talk to anybody from elementary school. Like,
nah, those my guys.
Like
all
I
them
legit,
dudes.
like, still have those...
Second.
You know what I'm saying? People that you don't even see that don't even come out. You know what I'm saying? It's like...
At least since the age of 8 or 9.
Like, legit, the same people I'm always... It's just consistent. If I'm not with them, you know how to find me some type of way.
And you can tell, and that's what I was talking about when we had the one with Slink. Like, man, it's no matter what, when we all get into a building or a room together, like, man, it's like we're still kids again. Like,
we don't have to see each other. We don't have to see each other.
Not
every
at
day
all.
None of
we
that
sync.
Type of shit.
It's the sync, man. It's the sync, and it's this beautiful thing, man.
And it's like whatever. It's just love.
Yeah.
Every single time.
Yes. And that's
every
the beautiful
single time.
Thing
like nobody left out. Everybody's doing something. So that's
that's priceless, bro.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Yeah.
And it's like. But you gotta get with it though, because you don't want to get left behind. Because niggas is moving.
They are. What
niggas is moving?
What you
know
think?
What I mean?
Like,
niggas is moving.
I watched y'all, but the thing about it, man, when I watched y'all, it was like I see him doing that, I see him doing that, I see her, she doing this, he doing this. It was like, I ain't gonna lie, and I got 2 jobs paying good money, and I ain't saying I got money because I'm broke, like I told y'all, but it was just like $2. It was just like, damn. What am I gonna do? Like, I felt like I was dead, bro. Like man, I'm get like, what can you bring to the table?
But have you ever had a thought of like, I want to do a podcast? Like,
I had it a long time ago, but you shoo it away. It's
the same thing with DJing. Like, until it's really thrown in your face, and you had to really,
jump out there. Yeah,
you never would know.
Nah.
Like, and now it's something that just burns in you.
Yes, every day.
It burns in you. Yeah, how can I get better? What can I do? What can I do? You know what I'm saying?
Every day, not a day that goes by, man. It just bothers me. Like, you wake up with it on your mind, go to sleep with it, and that's the part that was like, man, am I going crazy in this joint or what?
It's overwhelming almost.
It is.
It's overwhelming. Like, I want every opportunity. Like, I want everything that comes from this game.
Woo.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so
man. It really.
Once you got a passion for something,
yeah, man,
it's a hobby, and then it becomes a passion.
Yeah,
it's different.
It is.
It's different.
It is.
And then when you could just, like, I love it. Like, I love, like, the friendly competition. I love, like, my name being amongst the ranks of some of the great DJs in the DMV. You know what I mean? Or even them even recognizing me. You know what I'm saying? Because it's stupid lists that come out from time to time, best DJs in the DMV, and it'd be like 50 of them. I'd be like, how the fuck I ain't on this motherfucker? Like, what the fuck? Like, ain't no way. Like,
some politics.
Yeah, man. It would just be like, but it'd be like random people you never heard of.
Really?
It'd be like people that's been working consistently through the pandemic, before the pandemic, after the pandemic, big names, you know what I'm saying, that aren't on these lists.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And it drives me crazy. I hit the group chat, mad, Slink back, and I'm like, man, fuck them lists. Like, you know what I'm saying? He get more money than everybody on it. Like, you know what I'm saying? But it's just hard. Like, I don't care for the recognition, but I do.
Yeah, we all do, man. Because it's like you said, friendly competition.
It's just like I want to be there. Like, I don't feel like I'm better or worse than anybody. But it's just like I'm there.
Yeah.
You know me. Like, you know what I'm saying? You ain't just about to just, you know what I mean? So that's all I want. Like, I don't want to be at the top. I don't want to be at the bottom. Just, you know me. You know what I'm saying?
And that's the thing, especially when you come from like a sports background like yourself and myself, it's like, you got that competitive nature in you.
That's it. It's
like you just want to exist, and you want to be a force. Like,
that's it.
I want to be a force. Like, I don't want nobody to feel like
I want to be a force the right way. Like, I don't want to step on nobody's toes.
Not at all.
I don't want to do none of that type of shit. I'm going to take the right steps to get there.
Yeah.
Grind from the bottom. You know what I'm saying? And once I'm there, just let me know you see me.
Yeah.
Like, when you repost the DJ in the club, that shit feel good to them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like that shit feel good to them.
Yeah.
Like they know you rocking with them. They know, and that helps them build them. If those your homies, your people, like rep your like Ross said, rep they shit like it's yours. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
The further he go, the further he gonna take you. Yeah. The further everything, you know what I mean? Yeah. With anything, man.
It's just unique to see a group of individuals.
Man, it's crazy, bro.
Us all doing different things.
They think like we like Illuminati or something.
It's unique, though, because it's like,
but it's not.
We all 10 minutes from each other, like our beginnings. Like it's the uniquest thing, dog, to me. Like it's like
it's no real like legit turmoil or nothing. Like we brothers, so everybody might have their little spats from there to there, but it's not necessarily like.
But to see everybody, like, man, like to see people do their thing, I just smile. Like, I get a kick out just smiling, seeing everybody, retweeting, happy, liking it. Like, man, that's my people. Like.
People talk about this, bro. Like, you don't know who it's reaching. You don't know who it's reaching. Like, if you don't know, if you tell people about podcasts and you mention all the other ones, bring up Broken Studios. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. Bring up the Jokebudd show. If you're talking about DJs, bring up Levels. You know what I'm saying. If you think about promoters, bring up YM. You know what I'm saying. If you talking about buying clothes, bring up Sucker Free. You know what I'm saying.
It's just like,
if you partake in the higher life. Look up Green Sundays.
There you go.
It's different things that you can say, but if you choose not to say that, then you might be hating a little bit, just a little bit.
It's just unique, man. Like people really trying to do their own thing. Like we were trying to make our own black enterprise, like for real. Like it is no blueprint from before us. Like there's no OGs on this.
No,
like, we are making the OG blueprint.
None.
That's unique to me.
There's none.
I know, and that's the beautiful part about it. Like man, if we have a whole map. So you know what I'm saying, or
the ins and outs, or
whatever you want to do.
And
DJ,
it really,
clothing.
But
food,
the thing is,
this.
We're at the point where we're at now, but it's still no real blueprint because what worked for me,
it's not gonna work. But at least they have a reference. We're not going into the blind, man.
Yeah, the blind is the worst thing. The blind is the worst thing. The blind is the worst thing.
Yes, man. You going into the blind, just like, oh my god, like. I don't know nothing, man, but I'm gonna figure it out, man. I remember the first night I was in here. I didn't have no reference. Nobody how to hook this up to the interface, to the subwoofer. I had no kind of way of doing it.
It's just about figuring out and putting in them hours.
Yeah, man.
That's it. I was locking myself in my dad's basement for just DJ. Like, what does this mean? What does that mean? What does this do? Like, that shit is so tedious and takes time. Like, people don't understand. How do you hook this up? What is it? Like, it's
man.
It's the worst shit ever, bro.
It's like, what? I don't know this. I never knew this. And the thing about it, me wanting to say I want to do a podcast, like I didn't put all that into the thought. Like, all right, how you set this whole thing up? I'm like, oh man, I don't know what I'm doing.
You just let me get the equipment and do it.
Yeah.
And that's all people. If you ever ask somebody, that's all they tell you. All you need is a mic and this. Download that and you hook it up.
Yep.
Hell nah, it ain't that easy, motherfucker. You ain't just gonna sit there and play me like that. I know.
It's not, man. But then you start, man. Once you settle on something, like you said, when it becomes your passion, that's what you want to do. You'll find a way.
That's it.
You'll figure it out.
You're gonna figure it out.
How? I don't know. That's the crazy part.
That's it. How?
I don't know, but you're gonna figure it out, man. And it's gonna be so gratifying to you when you like, man, I did that. No matter what, nobody can take that from you
at all whatsoever.
Man, that's so gratifying.
And if that feels good, you know what I'm saying?
It only gets better.
You know what made me feel the best about it? Like I got like old school parents. My dad is like, if it's not under his line of how to do things, then it's not.
Right.
But when he found out, because I don't tell them nothing. Like I don't like, you know what I'm saying? It's just like, let me figure it out. And if you kind of sort of find out,
hopefully
I'll talk to you about it.
Right.
Yeah. So when he found out and he told me it was good, I was like, oh yeah, I'm all in.
Word.
Yeah, like my pops is like my hero, dog.
That's
like, you know what I'm saying? So
shout out to Pops.
So when, everybody looks for that it's okay from somebody.
Yeah, that confirmation.
That confirmation of like,
you're doing the right thing.
All right, Pops, you ain't gonna talk shit about about me being a DJ. You ain't gonna go around bad mouth. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like I don't want you to I want you to be okay with it. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
But he was super supportive. He'd be trying to hit me up for gigs and shit. I'm like, Dad, all right. Like, you kind of sort of wonder, like, do they know how big in the game you are? Like, you know what I'm saying? They just know you DJ.
Yeah.
Hey, I got somebody coming on down here. They want to look for a DJ. You think you could go ahead down there and do that?
And show some love.
Like, oh boy, you know what I mean? But that was great for me though. That was a big moment for me.
Yeah, man. But before we get out of here, man, I gotta do my lightning round questions, man. Who your favorite rapper besides Boosie and Webby?
Come on, man. Besides, right now, you know what I mean?
Like, you know what? Now, let's switch it up, man. Like, besides your favorite rapper, like, I'm going to give you this question. Like, people ask me this all the time. It'd be a weird question. I'd be uptown on the other side of Northwest, like, near Friendship Heights. They'd be like, who's the artist you're listening to besides your favorite artist? And I tell everybody, I listen to Giveon all the time. Like, that's the artist I listen to without being, like, one of my favorites. Like, that's my guy right now. So what's the artist you listen to right now that's not amongst your favorites? It's one that's doing it.
I've been listening to, like, I like real, like, mellow rap, like, so, like, Larry June and shit. Like, I love people that's influenced by, like, older rap, like 3 6 Mafia. Like I said, 3 6 Mafia was, like, all I listened to.
They
like,
come, you see about the verses?
Yeah, I can't wait.
Oh, boy.
I can't wait.
Ooh.
But, like, when somebody has, like, a 3 6 Mafia sample or something in that shit, or their type of influence of, like, UGK and different down south shit, like, I was, like, a down south fanatic of just straight rap.
Had to be.
For whatever reason, you know what I mean? I loved all the New York and all that type of shit, but when it came down to, like,
just like the South, man. We was
slowing it down a little bit and a nigga really talking some shit, talking to you, so I fuck with, like, Larry June, even though he from Cali and shit like that.
He's from Cali? I never knew he was
from Cali. And then
I thought he was from the South.
No, yeah, right. You know,
I thought he was from the South. I learned something new tonight. Okay.
I fuck with, like, Don Tripp, like, and Starlito.
Yeah,
like, those are, like, two of my favorite. Like,
Starlito, the one who used to be with CMG.
Yeah, okay. But I don't know, Step Brothers. If you listen to they junk, I was like, man, this some real.
Yeah.
This some real shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. But I just like mellow type of motherfuckers. And of course, I can't leave my man Drizzy Drake out. You know,
man.
The light skinned president.
I'm
the light skinned ambassador. He the president. You know what I'm saying?
He's a standard.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? He's a standard.
He's a standard. You know how it goes.
He give you everything. But yeah, it's
definitely.
Like I said, just mellow rap some shit. I could just be in the car because I hear club shit all the time.
Exactly.
I just need something different to really be like real life shit. I don't want to hear the bang bang shoot 'em up shit all the time. Like, you know,
and that's unique too, because like you say, you got to be unbiased with the selection, because you got. But what the masses want to hear might not be what you want. It's a business.
And a lot of shit is not fucking real. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like the bang bang shoot 'em up shit.
And that's
it's cool in the club and shit, but that's not like the life I live.
Right.
I want to hear about the life I live, but with a lot more money. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like what I would be doing with that money type shit.
Yeah. If you could pick one place to live right now, say you hit it big, what's the name of that? What place would that be?
That's funny, because everywhere I visit, my boys got a running joke, like, Level's gonna say that he could live here. Like, everywhere I go, I'll be like, I can do this. I can do this. Yeah, I can do this. You know what I'm saying?
You gotta be that one place. Like, look, man, I will. Even if you don't want to live there, this will be your vacation home. Like, this will be your second home.
If I could just like buy a condo there, and just go and do that.
What would be that place?
It gotta be Miami.
Miami. Okay.
It would have to be.
A lot of condo. I hear a lot of Miami. I hear a lot of LA.
Because when you just want to do quick trips, you hit Miami. You know what I'm saying? But just to have that space to do that.
Yeah.
And just like warm weather, you know what I mean? Do whatever you want, and everybody's going there anyway.
You want South Beach or Biscayne? Like, where we at with it? Coconut Grove? Can we get a little specific?
All that shit is Miami to me. I don't know. None of that time. I can't get specific at all.
Wynwood. Man, yeah. But I see you. Yeah, you probably you get more to the business. Like, so you want to be in Biscayne with the players, NBA players, and all that.
Bumping into them.
Yeah,
DJing down.
That's what they be at. Cause like, downtown Miami, it's different from South Beach. So like, they all get to walk around roam free, and nobody knows it because everybody's on South Beach.
Whatever.
It's the craziest thing about Biscayne. That's unique. But what's your favorite sneaker of all time?
Man, dog, I ain't even a real like sneakerhead for real.
I had one.
Huh?
We all got one.
We all got one. But I mean, shit, it would have to be some Jordans.
Of course.
I would say,
more than likely.
Yeah, I mean, my favorite Jordan of all time would probably the 13s.
13s.
I know it's different from people that love the ones.
He got games? Or
the red and black Jones.
Oh, you want the bread 13?
Yeah,
those fine with the 3M with the reflector.
But you know what I super love though? The 17s, the white and blue Jones.
Oh, those are gangsters.
I'm bad. With the case.
The case. $200.
Michael Jordan. He's the greatest of the city. Hey, dog, that Jones was like that. The first $200 sneaker, right?
Yeah. Not the first Jordan $200.
No, the first Jordan. What was
the first $200 sneaker with the foam pods, the blue ones back in the day? That was like 97. That was heavy. My phone for the first jump.
If your folks had the 200 for you.
Nah, my folks. I couldn't even fix my lips to say like that. That was poor, man.
That 200, man.
I got them now, though.
For some shit, you got them now, though.
I got them now, though.
You wear them, though?
Every now and then with the phones. You know, you got to, because it's the culture. You know, you got to have some phones, man. Yeah. I don't care what anybody say about even the DMV and shoe culture, sneaker culture. You got to have at least one pair of phones.
For sure.
You got to. And like I said, you just got the condo Biscayne. What are we driving? What's the car? Are we getting service? Are we getting the Ferrari? What you doing? These are the dreams I ask everybody.
See, I would have to have multiple cars because I
don't
always feel like going fast. Like, I don't feel like going Lamborghini fast.
Then tell the people what we will have. What will be in the underground garage?
The underground garage that pulls up with the garage on the... I mean, definitely like a Lambo for sure. Okay, just for a flair. You know what I mean?
The Murcielago.
Listen, I'm not even super big on cars. I don't even know the different type of joints.
You want the SUV joint? I like the SUV.
You like the
Urus?
Yeah, that joint fire.
That joint heavy.
But I think I'm gonna get the car joint, and then I'm gonna get a Rolls Royce.
Okay, you was gonna get the
Ghost joint.
You want a Ghost? I like the coloring. The coloring look heavy, man.
Like that?
That coloring. I'm an SUV guy.
I tried to get a Rolls Royce when I went to Miami not too long ago.
What they were talking about? The numbers are too high.
This is during the pandemic, so I was spanking them, so it wasn't no high number at all.
Really?
Yeah, I had got the Lambo though.
Oh, you did?
I rented the Lambo down there.
Oh,
okay. Faking for a little bit.
How was it? Like, how was it behind the wheel? I never drove a Lambo, so
bro, I just like I said, would I do it again? Probably not. But it was just like, fuck it. Like, I got to do it at least once in my lifetime.
I got to do it too.
Bro, that shit was like, it was different.
It's a drug.
It's like,
it's different.
That shit pulling up. Everybody looking like, who the fuck? This young motherfucker getting up in this junk. Like, and then just hitting that motherfucker on the highway. You're like, nah, this is fucking different.
It's different.
This is different type of life shit. Yeah, but I don't feel like going fast. I'm not even a fast driver.
But even just to have the option to go that fast.
Yeah, just to have the option. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Past, you like
I'm actually posting videos and people are telling me, like, you're going too slow. I was like, what? I'm doing 95, 100. Like, everybody like, nah, you need to be hitting it more. I'm like, nah, I'm good right where I'm at.
Man, before we get out of here, man, tell me one thing about your biggest regret to date.
Shit.
We all got regrets, man.
Not starting DJing earlier.
Really?
As soon as the first person told me, I should have been asking.
Like, when did you feel it? Like, it's one thing for a person to say it, but when did you feel it? Like, a person told me like 4 or 5 years ago I should be a podcaster, but I didn't start to feel like I could do it was 3 years ago. So it was a 2-year difference from when I'm saying it, and I said, you know what, I probably could do it.
Right when I started.
Word.
Like, right when I got that equipment in the basement.
And you do it.
That's and I was doing it. I was like, why the fuck?
Yeah.
Because, you know what I'm saying?
That's how I felt.
We older, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we ain't got much time to waste.
A lot of the DJs I've mentioned in different things, they're younger than us. You know what I mean? So, DJ age, I'm young.
Yeah.
Life age, I'm older.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, it's like, if I would have started,
and that's
even in college,
that
would have gave me a crazy head start.
Yeah.
That would have gave me a crazy head start.
And that's what I tell folks, man.
I've done so much in 5 years. If I would have had 15 to do it.
What?
I
was telling myself that, like, all the money I done blew through and wasted, man. Like, as soon as podcasting became a thing, I should have been on it. Like, I should have
invested in yourself.
Yes. But I didn't have that back. I didn't have that back until this turn of the pandemic.
Age, though? We could talk forever on this, John, but at what age do you really find out what you want to do in life?
I don't know. It's moments in your life. I didn't know until the civil uprising of the Black Lives Matter movement that I needed to be doing something other than just working for somebody.
Right.
And then I just started to put 1 and 2 together and things what people were telling me around my life. And I was like, out of all the things people said to me, I think this podcast thing is really sticking.
Yeah.
I got to try something. I'm not saying it's going to work. But I have to try something.
But now you got it and it's just running.
Yeah. And it was just unique. I said, man, I just got to try. Like, okay, you blown money before. Let's just try this.
If you lose, you can always take the shit to Guitar Center and we go
exactly
and get the shit back.
Exactly.
You know what
That's what I'm saying. You'll have a chance to do all that, man. But just give yourself a shot.
And then on top of that, like, my mom told me, like, the way she used to have to make money is not the way our generation has to make money. So it's so many different ways. I think our age group is educated enough to where we know we don't have to be the worker.
Yeah, man.
Like, we can be the boss. We can really own some shit, and we can really do some shit to where we're setting up generational wealth.
Exactly.
For our families. You know what I mean? So it's like not necessarily about being a worker for us.
Yeah.
We're tired. We've worked enough.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Yes. We've worked enough. We've seen how hard our parents work. We've seen how hard our grandparents work.
Right.
But we know for a fact that this isn't it. And we had the best of everything. Like, we had the start of the internet. Yep. Like, we were that generation they tested that shit on.
The pages.
You know what I'm saying? All the social media the social media
Black
shit.
Planet, MySpace.
Everything. And so knowledge was just available for our age group early.
Yeah, we seen the turnaround. We seen
the turnaround and everything. You know what I'm saying? Man. So it's like our age group, if anybody, should be the ones to really spark that.
Yeah, definitely.
For,
man.
You know what I'm saying, our kids, and our kids. Like, we can show them that.
Yeah.
The working man ain't a sucker, but you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
You can do it. And like I said, as long as you go to work every day,
ain't
nobody say nothing to you, bro.
No, straight up, man. It's just like, man, you got to give yourself a chance, man. I always been one of the type of people that I can clap for you, but when it's time for me to step up, you know, I don't want to be that guy, you know.
To be the man.
Yeah. Like, nah, I'm good here. I'm good where I'm at. I don't know. I just like
But you got the outlet now. So even whether you know it or not, now you that person to where if somebody want to come get something off their chest.
Yeah, now I am. But you don't feel like you want to be that person. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't want to be that person. Like, you know, you rather just sit in the... I'm one of the type of people, I'd rather sit in the cut and just do me. Now this puts me on forefront. Like, a lot of people come to me and message me like, what's up? You got a show? Ooh. So it's different. Back in the day, it's like, oh, that's Joke over there. What's good? What's up?
Right.
Now it's different. Like it's like you jump into a whole nother round.
Right.
So it made me be.
So how many people do you think you're going to inspire by this? You know, and it's crazy because you get inspired people, and then it's going to be copying people that probably be hating. And that's when I started my silent headphone company. I really didn't want my face to be on it, or I didn't want people to know I'm attached to it because 1, they're going to feel like they can do it. 2, they're going to hate on it, not show up, whatever the case may be, because people don't never want to necessarily put money in your pocket.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So those are like 2 things that sometimes your face can't be on what you're doing.
Right.
And playing the background is the best thing for you. You know what I mean? And I'm cool with that. Like, I never really wanted to be the guy either. You know what I mean?
Nah, man. I don't. It's just like, I mean, podcasts, you got to do it. So you got to sell yourself. Unfortunately, that's what I feel like I can do. I can talk well and express myself well and have these dialogues with people. But it's been unique. You know, I don't take nothing back. Like, it's the best gamble I've took on myself in my adult life ever, man. Like,
hey.
It feels great,
like
man.
I said, your number one regret is so you should have been dead.
Yeah, man.
That's my only one, bro.
Yeah, like that. It's key. It's key, man. And these are the things we go through, man. But I appreciate you coming through here, brother.
All day, man.
And this won't be the last time, man.
We're going to run it back again. we got a whole bunch of topics that, you know what I'm saying, we ain't even really tap into that we can get going, bro.
But, man, it's been a pleasure. And I appreciate you, man. I'm just going to keep this thing rolling, man. This is Jokebudd. This is DJ Levels. We signing off from Broken Studios. You can always find me somewhere broken. Peace.